This is day 18 of 100, and it's nighttime. I waited too long for today. Anyways, it's been a busy day. But today is Barth and Unitive theology. So Barth was one of these figures in church history and theology and philosophy where the predominant way of doing intellectual work was seen as dialectical. That means either or, you could say in conversation and dialogue. And so what he liked to do was to take things that most people thought were polar opposites and hold them right next to each other. And some people like to call them dialectical, but I've heard other people say actually it's more unitive, to hold things together. So what are some examples of that? Well, that would be holding love and freedom right next to each other. They're not either or. So most people want to think you either have love or you have freedom in your life, but maybe there's a way of having both. Or for instance, justice and mercy. They're often seen as at opposite sides and need to be in dialogue with each other, but he said, no, let's have them right next to each other. So whenever you start to feel like you're giving into either or thinking, it might be a good idea to think whether or not that's an unnecessary split, whether or not actually the two things that you think are opposed to each other actually deserve to be standing or dancing very closely with each other. So he was one of these famous theologians that like to take usual either or categories and hold them right next to each other. And he kind of got this from the Chalcedonian formula, which was written in 451, that talks about Jesus being God and man without confusion, division, separation, or change. And he liked to apply that philosophy, or at least that phrase, to everything. Justice and mercy have to exist without confusion, division, separation, or change. Or you could also say love and freedom must exist without confusion, division, separation, or change. All of these things. Spirit and matter must exist without confusion, division, separation, or change into one another. So there you go. This is, I believe we're up to day 18. This is Barth and Unitive theology. Try to overcome the either or thinking and try to find ways to make what seem like opposite ideas, let them dance together instead. Cheers.